Hey, what is up, guys? This is WildBoy789789, and today we are at the Fall of Man. I love this map, and we have a real good one today. Today's battle is going to go back and forth quite a bit. I will be playing Bretonia. T. Bono is going to be playing Arguelon, which is the other faction of Wood Elves, the lime green faction with the tree kin. And we are versus Vincent Game 7, who's playing the dwarves. And this army I didn't even know was in the game yet till today. Chicken Fire is playing the Warherd of the Shadow Gave, which is the that half chaos spawn beast lord, has like a his own special beast herd. But anyway, let's go over the army comps and get this one started. So over here we have 6 units of Chaos Warhounds with poison. Kind of overlooking the cliff here. And over here he is bringing Razor Gore Herd. Yes. And his main little force here is Minotaurs with shields. The leader of the Shadow Gave, Morger the Shadow Gave himself. Does he have 2 units? Yeah, he has 2 units of Minotaurs with shields. He also has a caster over here. A Bray Shaman of the Wild on Razor Gore Chariot, and he will be summoning a Cygor. And we have a Beast Giant. So moving on to the dwarves. His whole force is kind of neatly stacked over here. We got the long beards. Always a great unit. Dwarf warriors. Looks like 4 units of them. Another unit of long beards on the other side. Let's see. Let's go back to this line. 4 units of quarrelers, which I highly recommend. The best lord in the game, Ungram Iron Fist, because he does not break. And he slays all manner of monsters. Long beards with great weapons. These guys are fantastic. Look at those axes. Those are ridiculous. We got cannons here. We got another cannons here. 3 units. Oh, okay. These are regular long beards. Not with the great weapons. With the great shields. How many cannons do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units. Okay. These are just in squares of 4. Alright. And that looks like that is his force there. So moving on to the Wood Elves. We have some Dryads. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing everything right. And a Branch Wraith out here. Some tree people, you know. A little forest area. How many units? I think 4. 3. 3 units. And over here, he has a Glade Lord, which I highly recommend, on a Great Eagle, I believe. Over here, kind of vanguarded out with me, 2 units of the Wild Riders with shields. Of course, the Wood Elves are in the woods. And what else? Sisters of the Thorn. These are the Javy throwers and the hella good cavalry. Super good. Is that it? No. What are these? Way Stalkers and Way Watchers. This is kind of the meat of his force. Is a Way Stalker a hero? I think it is. This dude? No? No, what am I missing here? Hold on. Way Stalker, Way Watchers. Way Stalker. Hold up. We'll find him. Deepwood Scouts. Okay. A bunch of archer units, really, for the elves. A bunch of different elven archer units. Very good. And my force. Out here we have the yeoman. 4 units of mounted yeoman. Oh yeah, it's getting cav crazy today, guys. 1 unit of mounted yeoman archers. 1 unit of Pegasus Knights. There we go. It's a good shot. And I'm bringing 2 paladins, but one of my paladins is going to stay back here with this force, and the other one's going to go up there with the Pegasus Knights. So they're grouped together. 4 units of the men-at-arms with pole arms. The meat and potatoes, who will not be eating any meat and potatoes, because they are peasants. Those nasty bill hooks. I love those halberds. Pole arms, I should say. And, of course, King Luan Leonker on Beaquis. So let's get this one started. We are moving up everything. Oh, over here. Nothing's engaged yet, but you can sense something's going to be happening. I think the action will pick up over here before over there. Let's see. They're going in. We're going to do a little bit of slow-mo because the battle kicks off pretty quick here, guys. I don't want to miss either charge. I might have already missed this one. No, we're just positioning up. Good, good. That is what the slow motion is for. We may continue. Catching the dryads on the side. The dryads are tough. And the hounds are not very tough. Sort of a mess of green, but we'll be able to see. Looks like we got some magic casting off. Ooh! Awesome. I'm glad I caught that spell. It was from the branch wraith. Back to slow-mo. I promise I won't do it a lot. What's going on here? Okay. Peasant yeoman charging in a bunch of things. A gore bull, which is messing me up. Yeoman archers shooting at the Razor Gore herd. And the Pegasus Knights looking for a target.
As you say. We obey.
There's a little bit of a sandwich going on here. But most of the beastmen have minotaurs. I would have been better off sending in my infantry. The beastmen are really tearing up the cavalry. My cavalry. Not a good start. Here's the expensive stuff. My paladin and the Pegasus Knights. Back to slow-mo. Just till we get these two fronts sorted out. Taking a little bit of archer fire there, but really that's just going to waste a lot of ammo. This guy's not going to get hurt very badly. As I figured, the Dryads with the Branch Wraith are just going to tear up these hounds, especially casting magic like that. Buffing his troops. Really nice. Dogs charging back in. This time they get a counter charge. The hounds really do have a much better charge. But once they're in combat, the Treekin are just... I keep calling them Treekin. The Dryads are just ridiculously good. Oh! We're eating artillery shots. What's that from? The dwarves have set up their artillery, their ridiculous amount of cannons. Okay, one more time, guys. Slow-mo. What's happening? Everyone's kind of inching up. The Razor Gore herd are chasing my yeoman archers, but that's just not going to happen. They're going to run off in skirmish mode and shoot behind them. Let's see if we can get some arrows off.
We fight as royal companions!
So you can see how that's going to turn out. Up here, they have smashed my peasant cavalry. Pretty much my Pegasus Knights are going to rout. I'm trying to send them in real quick for a nice little charge under these ranged units, but I'm not sure how well that's going to pan out. Not bad. Nice little charge. That's going to spell the end for my Pegasus Knights, though, pretty much. And where'd my paladin go? 1 unit of yeomen back here resting. I guess coming back. I must have taken the paladin already. Yep. And I'm sending him to help out my wood elf friends. I just wanted to make sure this was all cleaned up over here. That artillery is doing work. So even though the hounds were losing, the dwarves were able to very much capitalize on that while the hounds held them down. My paladin is arriving too late, it would seem. This unit is running and just stays stuck there fighting, so I think I do charge it. Yeah. Just to really clean it up. But that's not nothing. Okay. Where do we stand? Oh man. We missed the charge of the Wild Riders. The elves are always good in combat. Even though you don't want to leave your cav in there, they're not going to do a terrible job, really. And the arrow support coming in. Alright, slow-mo. This is where we're going to check out the battle. He's moved up his archers. He's got his other cav over here and his better cav. His way stalker. Here he is, the hero. I have my skirmishing cav moving up with him. My main force is back here. Not sure what to do just yet. I have some returning yeomen again. And some returning few Pegasus Knights. His Cygor is about to fall. I'm not sure if that's the magic or from us doing damage to it. And the Beastmen army is pretty much these few units. The Dwarves are pretty solid right here. And they have tons of ranged units. And this is where the battle is kicking off right now. Ooh, that was a great shot. I think that was the magic missile ability of the Way Watcher hero. That looked like a little debuff or something. I want to see the whole line, but I also want to get close-ups on the archer fire. This hill is just littered with arrows. That was a good charge. That's going to clean up that unit of dwarves. That was also very good. Kind of surrounding this whole thing. There's my paladin. He's charging into some cannons, trying to pull himself out, but he could not get out of that situation. So I figured I'd just do as much damage as I could. Oh man, this is kicking off. Looking for where these jabbies go. Up here. Looks like just missing. This cavalry is whooping it down. These dwarf warriors just don't stand a chance unless they get supported. Minotaurs doing work. Good use of the net. He's cleaning those up pretty good. I have still not moved in my force. Kind of left the elves hanging there for a while. There goes that great eagle chasing off the Minotaurs. This is the Gorbel. That's the hero character. Archers are still shooting, not letting it affect them. What's going on over here? I'm just kind of flying above their heads because they have no ranged units. They cast a little bit of magic on me. Slow-mo, let's say one more time. Because it's kind of me picking at them over here. And the main battle of dwarves and elves kicking off over here. So it looks like we are all but defeated, really. Sorry guys, I have a bit of a cough today. Hope it's not too annoying in the video. Finally! The peasants! My yeomen are about out of ammo. I'm gonna charge into the back of this giant, which does a ton of damage. And then before he swings, you gotta get the hell out of there. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that again. We got a swing off. Didn't do much damage though. The peasants now showing up. And this is what I want. Even though you want the giant versus infantry, these are pole arms attacking this giant, and I'm going to charge him in the back, which is just not going to do wonders for his health. Little peasants, do work. See the health bars. The giant is down. Their spellcaster's about down, and I'm going to focus on the Lord, who's now in a world of trouble here. Broken but not defeated. The dwarves are now turning towards me, and the elves are just now regrouping. So now we have a bit more of a fight. Oh, what is this? Wow, that Gorble is fast. That's a shame. The Waystalker is getting hurt. The Waystalker is dead. So is the Gorble, I believe. Yes, he's broken. The Waystalker. The dwarves and peasants are locking up. So much magic kicking off, I can't see what's going on. The Gorble is going to break or die. Doing good damage to the Woodelf Lord, though. All these ranged units were smoking my peasants. And luckily, these elven archers came back with all their ammo. And they are going to just hit whatever they can over here. These are all ranged units. Oh. Majority of this battle we've had two fronts. So here we have their ranged getting harassed. The Dryads are back. It looks like it's not healthy, but there's so many units. That's just enough for me to keep debuffing and buffing my troops with the Paladin and the King. We got charged in the back by the Beastman Lord.
See the power of Bretonia! Fighting out! At once! Advance! With haste! At pace!
I kept telling him to get out of there. Bretonians do not like to leave combat, especially Pegasus Knights. I had a whole unit of Pegasus Knights out during the battle, and one was fighting on the ground, and they all turned around and went back in, like 5 times. So I'm going to leave my peasants to deal with this with the leadership of the Paladin. And my lord is going to come over here to the ranged units because he still has a lot of health he can heal up and take on the easier units and try to heal himself up. I'm debuffing their armor. It also debuff something else like their damage. Just trying to help the elves break this entire cluster of quarrelers and cannoneers. Which we do successfully. Here are these elves, the archers fighting in melee. Elves are very good in melee. Very, very good.
With speed! Attack!
Now my peasants are about to break. And we have the elves pushing over here into this cluster. I'm not sure what my paladin's doing. He might have broken. My peasants are still holding barely. Archer fire coming in from the back is saving the day. My king's in range because he just buffed all the peasants automatically. Makes them like unbreakable or something. Well, no, that's not right, is it? I read something where he makes units near him unbreakable, but I'm pretty sure all Bretonnian units break relatively easily. And I'm finally gonna get a massive charge with the king. Absolutely massive. I still haven't healed up all my health. So I'm kind of wanting to get out of combat, but I know I needed to be in there.
I am king here. Quickly! My right! They are blessed by the enchantress!
We're going to go ahead and finish off that beast lord.
It shall be!
He has been a pain.
Bucklight! The lady wills it!
And then Ungrim Iron Fist. The best lord in the game. Actually, almost destroys my king, even though I have all that health. I know I'm not too close to the action right now, but I just want you to see my health bar drop. Absolutely ridiculous. I'll show you the health bar afterwards. We got to get the cinematic shots. Just know that that axe is doing tremendous, tremendous damage. So much that at this point I was still worried about losing the battle. We have the Great Eagle. The Great Eagle and the Great Bretonnian Hippogriff. The birds. We take them out. But it was still not over. The dwarves still have a bunch of ranged units now firing in to my peasantry. I decided to turn my king towards this one unit of quarrelers. And breaking this unit is going to break the rest of the dwarven army. And that is it, guys. This one was close for a while. I was worried about losing about 2 or 3 times, especially that part in the middle when our armies are like dissolved and the whole dwarven army is healthy and the beastmen are pretty healthy. And the wood elves just skirmished and supported my back with archer fire like crazy. And I just charged in and buffed and debuffed and self-healed as best I could and got those peasants in and charged the back of the giant without him being able to attack. And it was just bonkers. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.